See, how do we get she cookie? Hey y'all, we just getting connected. Let me get everybody added. So there's
yes.
AC.
Hello, Ace. Oh, what's going on, baby?
Get Tiffany in here.
Okay.
Oh, we in here. We got people coming in. So
I'm
great.
loving the bob, Ace. You look amazing. I love the bed bob. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I'm so good on you.
Thank you. I'm trying to keep up with these baddies on this pen now.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Good to see you guys.
All right, guys, just give us a second. We're getting everybody added. Oh, Cookie is unable to join. Let's see if we can get her in here.
Oh, let's get her in. Hello, beautiful people joining on the chat. This is fun.
Oh, I see my mama has joined. Hey, mama.
Hey, mama.
Hey.
Hi, mama.
Oh, it says Ace is unable to join, but you in here. Hold up.
Bear with us, y'all. You know how technology be.
Hey, y'all, just give us a second. We're getting everybody added in. Oh, wait, that's not her. Okay, there is Cookie. Let's see if it's coming in. Hold up. Accept. Okay, there's Tiffany's in.
We got Tiffany.
Let's get Cookie in here.
This is so good to see everybody.
I know. I'm so excited to see your faces.
Hey, Cook. Oh, there's Cookie.
Hey,
okay.
Hey. Stuff showing out.
Okay. All right. The game is all here.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Cookie.
Ace, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, cute.
I love your hair. It looks great.
The braids are gone, girl. You know, everything filming is over, so we can be natural stuff.
Yes. Oh my goodness, you look beautiful.
Thank you. You do too. All of you ladies do. It's so dope to be here. I'm excited.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hey, Tiff, loving the pony.
Hey, hey.
I love those. Yes. I love that dress, that top. This is cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Precious is not going to be able to join us today. She is not feeling too well.
Okay.
So we're just sending love and light and prayers her way. You know, we love us some Precious. We're so sorry that she can't be here. And our sister AP is on her way. She's handling her babies right now, but she's going to be here real soon. She's going to walk through this door and join us right here soon.
Okay.
Yes. Love it.
I guess we can go and get started. I'm going to introduce everyone. So my name is Kina. My Instagram, this is She Cookie, obviously. So I just wanted to say thank you, ladies, for the participation today. You know, this is really about highlighting us and changing the narrative to something positive, because we are all positive and we're all doing wonderful things here in this greater DC metropolitan area, and people need to know about it. And so, you know, you only get to see a highlight, you know, of our lives, but you really don't get to dig deep and know like the depth of us and what we are about and what we stand for. So this live is to basically highlight us, and it's Women's Month as well. So we're gonna give it up for the women.
Step it up for the ladies.
That's right.
Doing amazing things. Hi, Danny has joined us. So we are Joy is in Mexico, so she will not be able to join us. But I have reached out to Joy, and she will definitely be a part of this and the next one that we do as well. So someone asked a question. So this is basically a women's empowerment live. It's all positive thoughts here, so please do not refrain from any negative comments. This is all about positivity today on this wonderful Sunday. We're going to start off. Each of us will basically highlight our businesses, where we work, what we do, what we're about, how you can follow us, what platforms, and how you can support us as well in our personal journeys and lives and whatever we have going on. And Tiffany has some amazing little things she wants to share with us while we're doing this live. So I'm going to kick it off, Tiffany, if you want to just give the viewers a little highlight of what you want to share with us.
Yes. So tonight I will be doing 3 giveaways. These giveaways are for children. I'm currently the owner and founder of Prolific Learning. It is a mobile educational service, and I'll get into that a little later. But I have so many items and fun things. Somebody, baby girl, between the ages of 5 and 8. If you go to my Prolific Learning page, _Prolific Learning, and follow the page. Also, send me a DM of a young lady's name and age, and she will receive some free gifts. I have some journals here. I have 3 pair of authentic Gucci eyeglasses.
Okay.
That I will be giving away. I have 3 pairs. So each giveaway, everybody will get a pair of Gucci eyeglasses along with some age-appropriate learning supplies. So again, follow _Prolific Learning. We are just really trying to establish a social media presence. We've been very busy without it. It's such a blessing. So it would be great if everybody would go follow the page. But the first person that DMs me, the young lady's name and age, will be the people who receive the giveaways.
Okay, so just to make that clear, Tiffany is giving away Gucci glasses, guys. If you follow her, Prolific, what is it?
Prolific Learning, _Prolific Learning.
_Prolific Learning. Okay, yeah. DM or get into her DM. Okay, this is great for children, and she has journals. So just stay.
Learning supplies. Have lots of supplies, age appropriate, of course.
Yes. Okay. So we're just gonna jump right into this, and our first person speaking will be our lovely Sabrina.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? It's your girl Sabrina. First, I want to just thank Kina for pulling this together. It's such an awesome opportunity for us to show a different side of ourselves, the professional sides that we have that people haven't really had a chance to see yet. And so I just want to thank you first and foremost for even thinking about this. So yes, I am actually not a business owner. I am not an entrepreneur, but the work that I do is very much tied to supporting Black women entrepreneurs, and in particular, removing the barriers that they encounter and prevents them from being more successful. And so my background is in city and regional planning. That's how I was trained, but I've been working in the national civil rights space for the majority of my career, so for over 10 years. My current title is Chief of Programs and Strategic Development at the National Community Reinvestment Coalition. I know that's a mouthful, but pretty much I work at a national nonprofit that focuses on creating wealth building opportunities in Black and brown communities. And so, as you know, home ownership is a way of building wealth, but so is business ownership. And so, and being a small business owner is hard enough, but then you layer on being a woman, and then a Black woman on top of that, as you can imagine, there's even more challenges that they face. And so Black women are actually, the highest growing demographic of entrepreneurs in the United States. We are starting businesses at a higher rate than others. Which makes sense, right? When you look at the Black woman, the role that we play in the community, the role that we play in the household, we're resourceful. It's a no-brainer that we're going to carry that into like the business world. But the drawback of that, or I say the unfortunate part about that, is that they face significant challenges to accessing capital, significant challenges accessing resources. And so that's where the work that I do in the organization that I do, that's where we step in. So we really work at creating a more equitable landscape for entrepreneurs of color and women entrepreneurs. And we do that through our advocacy. So we advocate government agencies to require that banks lend more to small businesses. When banks grow because they are buying other banks or they're merging with other banks, we're like, you have more assets now. The money that you're investing into the community should be doubled. So that's the role that my organization plays in facilitating those negotiations around how much is invested. And then also, we work with community organizations who provide direct services to women entrepreneurs, and making sure that there are small business loans that are accessible to them, that there are resources, wraparound resources that are available to them. And it's important to highlight that because Black women, right, we are resilient, we're all these things, but the landscape shouldn't be that difficult, right? And so if we were to remove the barriers, think about how much more successful these women entrepreneurs could be. And so it's not just about the loans and the capital, it's about changing the systems that are in place to be more accountable for Black women entrepreneurs. And so my work is directly around that. That's what I love to do. It's very important for me. It's always been very important for me to, for my job and the way that I earn my money to be aligned with my values. And that's why I've been working in social justice for so long. It's something that I truly believe in. And I'm just, thankful for the opportunity. That's the reason why I'm even more grateful to be alongside these amazing rock star women who, been able to navigate that landscape and be successful in their own right. And so I look forward to hearing more about their businesses with y'all. And that's just a little bit about me and my background. So thanks.
Sabrina, where can they follow you, or how can they get information regarding the things that you spoke about? Can you give the viewers that type of information?
Sure. So feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's sabrina.topaz. And you can find out more about my organization, the work that we do at ncrc.org.
Okay. Can you just put it in the comments for people, because they're asking about it? So just put your IG in the comments in case they're not already following. Thank you, Sabrina. Any questions for Sabrina, ladies? That was some good information. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're scrolling the comments to kind of see what y'all are talking about.
Any Q&As for Sabrina? Anybody, listeners?
I don't know. Y'all gonna have to tell us if they say something. We can't really see it.
I'm trying to scan it out.
Ace, it seems like you're frozen. Are you good?
Can you see me?
You smiling, but it seems like it's frozen. I don't know if that's on our end or your end.
And I'm dancing now. Can you see me moving?
No, we don't see you, girl.
Oh, but you can hear me.
I can hear. Oh wait, I think AP at the door. Give me 1 second.
Can y'all see here?
Okay, somebody put it in the comments.
Thank you.
RC. Sabrina?
Yeah, so it's ncrc.org. Yes. Great. Come. AP just walked in, y'all.
Yay.
Okay. That's what's up.
That's perfect.
We're going to set it up so that she can be in the same space as Kina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm so glad she made it.
How y'all feeling?
Sabrina, how many years, Sabrina, have you been doing that work?
My entire career. So it's been about, I think 11, 12 years of me working in civil rights. Yeah. So it's always been something that I've just been very passionate about. I believe that, we stand on the shoulders of a lot of great people who've worked to ensure that we have our rights and that we're able to live the lifestyle that we live today. And I think our generation is responsible for making it even easier for the next, right? So we always have to make sure that we're patching, the baton forward and making sure that, our communities are have equitable access to the same things that the white counterparts have. So, and I just truly believe that. And so that's something that drives me. It's hard work. Sometimes it can be discouraging work when you look at the statistics and you look at all the challenges that are in the way, but it's people like the ones that are on, the live right now that make it all work with it, to see how beautiful and talented our people can be when, they're able to flourish. And that's what really drives me in the work that I do.
Agreed. I love that.
So the work that I got a question about, where is my org based? So I work for a national organization. We're based here in Washington, D.C., but we have member organizations all over the country that run the gamut from small business, lending, small business services and development. Like it's all over the place. So depending on the region and city that you're in, there's probably an affiliated organization there.
Okay.
Thank you guys for putting my handle in the comments.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Okay, I guess next is Dakiya.
Hey guys, I am Dakiya. So my career is a little twofold. So I am equally left-brained and right-brained. I always say, I make sure that I kind of tap each side of the brain on that one. So I am a full-time senior systems engineer supporting contracts at NASA. And then I also am the founder, director, and owner of a dance studio called Dance Dimensions in Forestville, Maryland, where I teach ballet, modern, jazz, tap, hip hop, contemporary to kids ages 3 to 18. So for me, I've always had a love of both engineering, technical, and dance. So I was the biggest science nerd growing up. I loved chemistry. I was good at math. I didn't love math, but I was good at math. I love science, but I also started dancing at 3. So I really enjoyed both. And so early on, like teachers and mentors tried to steer me into one way or the other. Like, are you going to do engineering? Are you going to do science? Or are you going to do dance? And I always knew that I wanted to do both. I loved both. And I figured, I can do both. So I attended University of Pittsburgh. And have been blessed to be able to work in the aerospace and the defense industries for the last, oh my gosh, I'm dating myself, almost 20 years now, as far as internships and now full-time work. I'm currently supporting the role of an acting deputy program manager of engineering, supporting a contract at NASA. And then I also run the studio as well. Oftentimes when I'm at my engineering job, I'm one of the, especially in management, I'm one of the only females or women at the table, but I'm absolutely typically one of the only Black women at the table. So it can be a little bit disheartening, but I'm also remembering that it took a lot to get to where I am. When we think about the movie Hidden Figures, when we think about all the women that came before me, and when I'm thinking about my students that are coming after me, they're able to see, like, you know what, it's possible to do this, and we're able to do this. And not only can you do engineering, but you can do whatever else you want to as well. I always feel that we're a very multifaceted people as humans, and we don't necessarily have to fit one mold or one box and say you have to be an engineer, you have to be creative. I love to use my technical skills with my creative skills and try to figure out how I can merge the two. So whether I'm at dance class and I'm teaching my students pirouettes, I can talk to them about, or leaps, I can talk to them about, the laws of gravity. I can talk to them about using their center of, I can talk to them about momentum and force and physics of the dance, but then I can also use that creativity when I'm doing my engineering and thinking outside of the box for different solutions for technical problems. So then when I shift gears to my dance studio, I've loved dance since I was 3 years old. I was blessed to be able to go to school for my engineering degree, but then also dance professionally in the city of Pittsburgh while I was getting that degree, and danced as well. Like after I graduated, I also did residencies with Dance Theater of Harlem and then some other professional companies in the city. And then when I was 25, I opened my dance studio, Dance Dimensions, in Forestville, Maryland. And so even though I was young, I knew that this is what I wanted to do, but I still maintained that engineering career as well. And at my studio, we've been so blessed to touch so many different kids, you know what I mean? Like when I watch the kids grow up and I watch them master a skill for the first time, that far exceeds any time that I felt on the stage performing myself. I enjoy watching my kids grow, and I actually see some of my kids in the chat right now. So
and they're so talented.
I am so proud of my kids. Yes, I think somebody just put it in the chat. But so with the dance studio, as I said, we're in Forestville, and we teach ballet, tap, jazz, modern, hip hop, acro, contemporary, you name it, we do it. We've been having some amazing opportunities over the last 15 years. We're celebrating our 15-year anniversary in September. I cannot believe I have a teenager. Like, this is my baby. I don't have kids, but this is my kid, and my students are my kids. Currently, we have over 200 students. We won Showtime at the Apollo. We danced at the Cherry Blossom Parade. We We danced at the White House for President Obama for his Halloween party, but right before he left office. Our students have been doing amazing things. We just had competition last week, and we're going to Atlantic City next weekend for another competition. So, you know, I am really blessed to be able to do both of my loves. You know, I didn't have to choose. I didn't have to choose engineering or dance. I figured out a way to do both. Now, granted, it's tiring, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot, but at the same time, I knew that I never wanted to fit in a box. I knew that I could do the technical and the creative. I knew that as a woman, I can be so many different things, and I don't have to stick to what one person thinks that I should be, or one thing that people think that your life should go. You can be technical and creative. You can be intelligent while being fun. You can have all these different aspects of your personality and your life and excel at both of them. You know, so it's just great, and I definitely feel like I'm in a privileged and blessed place to be able to do what I love on both sides. And then not only to be able to mentor my students and mentor my staff. When my students graduate, like I hire them. You know what I mean? It's like I have so many of my students that now work for me at the studio because number one, I know that they're trained well. And number two, I'm able to foster that next generation of dancers and teachers and choreographers and directors, and seeing them grow. And that is far more rewarding than me being on stage and getting applause. And so that's basically me. Like I'm the creative nerd. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one that enjoys science. I'm the one that enjoys aerospace. I'm the one that enjoys chemistry. But at the same time, I love music. I love classical. I love ballet. I love art. I love dance. And it's okay to do both. And you can excel at both. You don't have to fit in that one mold, and you can kind of have, I hate to say you can have it all, but even if I can't have it all, I sure am going to try to, you know, and if it doesn't work, at least I can say I did. And if I fail at it, I'm going to fail fast, and I'm going to move on to the next one. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I see. Hey, Matthew, I see you. We love you. I love you too, babe. Yeah.
Do you put your handle? How you put your handle in the chat? Dakiya?
Yeah, I will. If somebody doesn't mind, can you go ahead and put that in? Put that Dance Dimensions MD. We are right in Forestville, Maryland. We are continuing to accept new students. We're continuing to take new performance opportunities. And maybe even expand to new areas. So here's the thing. I am a hometown girl. You know what I mean? I grew up in Southeast, and I know that dance is a part of the reason why I made it out. And so I want to make sure that I'm giving those same opportunities to my students to help them to see a different world they might not experience as well. So even though we have kids and they're paying tuition, I have over 40 kids on scholarship right now, just because I want to make sure that they have those opportunities to be able to see things that they normally wouldn't see. I know that coming from as a girl from Anacostia, dance is what got me on the plane for the first time to do a performance of The Wiz in LA. Like dance is the thing that taught me organization and time management and discipline. Like that is what helped me to get out of Southeast. Yes, Southeast, I see you, Shantae. So yeah, so it was able to help me see another world that I never would have seen without it. So now that I'm in this place and this opportunity and this position of opportunity, you know, I'm able to give that to other students. So whether they're coming from Southeast like me, whether they're coming from Northwest, wherever they're coming from, I'm going to make sure that we do everything in our power and anything possible to make sure that we're touching as many lives as possible.
And what's the age range, Dakiya, for your dance studio?
Yeah, so I start at 3. Actually, we even start them at 2. You can even do a mommy and me at 2 if they want to do that. But normally at 3 is when they're starting on their own, and we go all the way up to 18. And like I said, some of my students have graduated and come back and taught for me. You know, even just last week, one of my graduates came back and surprised me, and she's a whole grown woman. You know, that just really touches my heart. And even some of my students now have kids of their own and bringing them to the studio. So they're always one of my grand dance babies, you know. So it's great to see that full circle family. And yes, we are going to try to get some more adult classes in there. And yeah, so that's me. I am the creative nerd, and I am accepting and loving every bit of it.
Okay. All right. I love that. I love that, Dakiya. Thank you for sharing. Does anyone have any questions for Dakiya before we close out of her segment that she just did? Questions?
just that, like, it's so encouraging. I mean,
thank you.
You're inspiring to be able to do both. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of dedication, but you handle it all so well, and you handle it with grace.
Thank you, sis.
I know people do try to make you to choose a lane when you grow up. So I'm happy that you can show people that no, you can do both. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some coffee and some wine, but you should do it. Cardi B said, "I ain't gotta choose."
Right, I ain't gotta choose.
Right.
It might take some coffee to get the energy, some wine to wind down, but you can make it happen.
Right.
And the support that I have from my family, my staff at Dimensions, my friends, everybody, like that support is so key. So when you have that circle of support, whether it's family, friends, or your sisters, like these are my sisters now, like they can't get rid of me for life, you know. So being able to have that support system is key.
Yes.
Love that.
I love that. Thank you so much, Dakiya. That was very encouraging and inspirational to girls that, you know, are living in inner city, trying to figure out, you know, a way to just to get out. You know, some kids are really stuck, and especially females, you know, we don't have a lot of options. It's like, as far as guys. So, you know, dance is definitely a way to, like you said, you took your first airplane on a dance, you know, so it's very inspiring to hear that. And I'm glad you were able to do that today.
So I see a question that came up, what led me to engineering? So I was always the science math girl in school. I loved math and science, always did well. Like I was that chick that graduated number 3 in the class. Like I was if I get a A, if I get a B, I'm putting myself on punishment. That's the kind of girl that I was. And so my teachers were like, you know what? How about you look into this? How about you look into engineering? How about you do this? I joined the science club and that type of thing. And that kind of led me like, you know what? Maybe that is what I wanted to do. So engineering was my outlet for my technical brain, and dance was my outlet for my creative brain.
Okay. I don't see.
Oh no, we're not taking no questions on that. We're talking about women, business, and empowerment.
This is not a regular love.
No.
This is
of Q&A. This is about business and boss. So we are not talking about that today. Sorry.
That's right.
We see y'all Friday.
That was good. So I think I'm going to hand it off to Miss AC, my Ace Boom Coon, to give us some information about her.
Lord, now how y'all gonna let me follow behind Dakiya, y'all? Y'all know she's one of them top-notch speakers. Oh my God, and the Mary, okay? No, but first and foremost, I am, just like all the other ladies said, I'm so thankful to be here. Like, blessings and namaste to everybody and to these dope ladies on this panel. I think this is just an awesome opportunity. Like, how many times do you really get to see something like this? And again, on Women's Empowerment Month. So respect to Kina as well for putting it together. I am Ace Monroe IV. I am the founder and CEO of Black Wellness. Man, Black Wellness is my baby. Black Wellness is my passion. It was created to be a cornerstone for the Black and Brown community. It was created to be a safe haven for the Black and Brown community. I say that because we focus on eliminating the wealth and money gap that exists in our community. I'll say that again. We exist as Black Wellness to eliminate the money and health gap that exists in Black and Brown communities. And the reason why I repeat that is because it's one of the things that a lot of us don't realize exists. To more so put it in a dollars perspective, because we know about that green. When you think about 24,000 versus 175,000, I'll say it again, 24,000 versus 175,000. That is the difference as far as the income is concerned for a Black and Brown household and a household that is predominantly white.
Say that one more time, sis. Say that one more time.
24,000 versus 175K. And that is on research that was done back in 2019. And since then, we have all experienced COVID and things of that nature. And can you believe that in experiencing COVID, that has still grown? The gap has grown as we have gone through COVID, not gotten smaller. And so Black Wellness, when I say it's my baby, it's because, you know, me, myself, I have come from
humble beginnings. And I know that in order to transition from a striving life to a thriving life, your basic needs need to be taken care of. Your mental needs to be strong. And then on top of that, your finances need to be strong. And so at Black Wellness, what do? We offer a lot of different things to our communities, right? So one of the things, in order to bridge that financial gap that exists, we offer entrepreneurship classes. We offer financial classes, because you don't know what you don't know. And a lot of times we judge each other, even in our own communities, because we think you should know something. But have you taken the time to bring your sister or your brother to the side and said, let me put you on to game? That's Black Wellness. That's why we are, I say, that safe place, that cornerstone. Do you know what I mean? So I love that. The other part of that is I took Black Wellness as an opportunity to connect my purpose and my passion. So I call myself the philanthropist yogi. I've been in the philanthropy field for over 15 years. I have, as Sabrina said, stood on the shoulders of some heavy hitters, some great mentors that taught me the game. I know how to read a grant. I know how to write a grant. And over the past 15 years, I've allocated over $17 million to my local community doing just that. And so once I learned how to do that, I said, how do I make my own community better? How do I take what I've learned and transition that to make it come up for all of us? And so that is really what Black Wellness is founded on the health side of things. And I'm going to make it quick because I ain't trying to take all the time. But a lot of people don't know that there is a health gap that exists in our community as well. So there's a gentleman that wrote a book about a street that's in Virginia called Chamberlain Avenue. And if you live on one side of Chamberlain Avenue versus if you live on the other side, your life expectancy changed by 15 years. The way that your sidewalks and your the way that you live, literally from a street, your life expectancy changes. It's time for us to choose us. A lot of times we think, we're choosing health by taking care of our family, but you also choose health by taking care of you. So they joke on me a lot, calling me the yoga girl or whatnot, but I'm telling you that yoga keeps me at peace. It keeps me centered. And then I'm able to turn around and say, what can we do for our community? So I'll say this, and then I'm going to pass the baton. If you want to plug into the vibe, is what I call it, please check us out at blackwellnessva.org. We have been incorporated since 2020. We're doing a lot of great work in our community. We have a wellness seminar that's coming up in a couple of months. I'm excited about that. We have a 5K that's coming up. We do programs where we get food back into our community as well. So I say all that because if you want to plug into the vibe, go ahead and check out blackwellnessva.org. You can follow me on Ace Monroe IV or ace.of.va, whichever one you choose. But we're here to support each other. We need each other to grow. And so I'm so excited, again, to be a part. Respect to my board of directors. I see some of them like Black Wellness VA. So I want to give a shout out to them because I could not do this work without, again, my mentors, my advocates, and my board. And I'm so thankful to have the family of these ladies around the call today. So I guess that's all I have, Kina. I'll pass it back to you. But thank you so much for this time. I'm truly appreciative.
Oh, we gotta, girl. You write grants, girl. We gotta connect, girl. You
money.
See what I'm saying about this empowerment? I didn't even know that. I got a friend. It's something that I'm needing in my life right now. So wonderful.
Yes, absolutely. Anytime. Let me know.
Are you just in the community of what part of Virginia? Northern Virginia? Where is it?
Yes.
Where are you?
We're actually based in Richmond, Virginia. We are looking to expand because, as you guys know, I am a DC baby and DC is home. So we want to make this not just one location thing. We want to make it a totally big thing, DMV wide. And then, hey, sky is the limit. Does it have to stop on the East Coast? I believe that all the work that each of us do can go up well above and beyond. So right now, again, yes, we're based in VA, Richmond to be exact, but we are looking to expand into the DMV area. So thank you for that question, Kina.
No problem. Any other questions or comments you see? I can't see them on my live.
We're good.
Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Ace. That was great.
Thank you.
Yes, Ace. We love that. We love that. Love you, girl.
Love you back, boo.
Yes. Okay. Is it me?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Hi, guys. It's me again. So I'm Kina. I've been in financial management, budgeting, and accounting for 15 years now. Um, I've I've always liked the kid. Math has just always been super natural and easy for me. And it's weird because it's not. I just never even have to study. I don't know. Just numbers just always clicked. It was like music. It just always clicked as a child. So I just always been a numbers girl. So it was just easy for me to professionally get into that career. I went to school, University of Maryland. Sure, HBCUs. Okay, we got to represent our HBCUs. Oh yes, yes. Okay, and from that, I was doing some work with the United Nations. So let me back it up. In 2019, I started my own platform called Black Women Do Work. And how that happened was I was working with the Women's Bureau, and I was representing gender gaps, just as a whole. And when I was, doing these speeches and presentations, I just know there was a lack of presence in African American women. So statistically, I'm seeing, because this is the UN, so this is a global thing. So globally, they were grouping Black women, African American women, as just African women, and that we are African, but they didn't have the statistics of African American women, and it was just a lack of luster of that. And so I was really kind of thrown off, like, okay, well, African American women in the United States are really, doing big things. We're entrepreneurs, and we are graduating at higher rates than the other race. We are just out here making a mark on ourselves, and I thought that it really needed to be highlighted. So in 2019, I started my own platform called Black Women Do Work, and I went into and I started making connections, started speaking at the United Nations in regard to gender gaps in African American women. And the thing is that gender gap thing, because Black women, we are paid 63 cents less than all other races, and that means that money is being taken out of our pocket, and that affects our community, and that affects us as a whole. And Black women, we are the nucleus pretty much of a Black household now, right? So my mission is to try to put money back in pockets. So I get women together, networking events, because we are big, stronger together, I believe. And just like I didn't know ACE does grants, that's great, because I'm always trying to get grants and things rolling for Black women in the community. So I'm super excited to collaborate with you. ACE.
Me too.
Very excited to collaborate with you, but it's gender gaps is huge and really big, and it's really an issue of Black community. And I definitely think that it needs to be spoken about, and we need to figure out how to fix it, because it's not fair, not right that you could sit next to a person with the same job, same title, same qualifications, and be underpaid. And that's really what is going on, in corporate America. And the challenge is, how do we fix corporate America as Black women? One of the great things is a lot of Black women are becoming entrepreneurs. We're saying, hey, we don't want to be a part of this boys club anymore. We want to do our own thing. So Black are the fastest growing entrepreneurs out there, because we're done. We are doing a lot of great things. So you can follow me and support my mission and things that I am doing on Black Women Do Work for us. I will put it on my IG handle for you. Sorry. I do have a event coming up on the 26th of March. It's going to be a live event at the UN, so you can check me out there as well. It's on my page. We're going to be talking about gender gaps as well. So I will be speaking. You can support me there. You can go to my page. I'll put all the information, and I would love to collaborate with Black women here in DC. looking to just make changes in the community and try to help advocate for putting money in pockets. Okay, ladies. So that's what I'm about. That's what I'm trying to do. That is my mission. And hopefully, you know, we can take this live, you know, in the summertime and maybe do something more in person. That's also something that I'm trying to work on as well. And if you guys don't have any comments for me, I think that I am done as well. Anybody have any comments? I don't know why I can't read anything.
I don't see any right now.
Anything.
Okay.
Kina, I asked Sabrina the same. How long have you been doing this work?
Well, I've been in financial management for 15 years. I've been financial management and accounting for 15 years. I've been doing the advocating for Black women since 2019. And that was basically, like I said, that was in a transition from my job. And I just saw that there was a lack in the community for African American women. And I started my own platform and I started to speak, representing African and Black women, because there really was no representation of African American women in our age range at the UN. It was alarming, honestly. So and I'm very proud and accomplished that I was able to make that accomplishment so far. So since 2019, I've been doing the Black Women Do Work stuff.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Thanks, Kina.
So yeah, I did see a question or a comment just to make sure that we add this. We're going to save this live and we're going to make sure that we add it to our pages so you guys can go back and view it later.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm going to pass it on to who's next? Tiffany? Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm going to pass it on to Tiffany.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Tiffany. I'm the founder and owner of Prolific Learning. We offer a variety of academic services to children all over the DMV. We were established in September of 2020. We offer one-on-one tutoring, group tutoring, and also learning pod facilitation, which is basically an enrichment group, a learning enrichment group. We have several families that will sign up to have their children just participate in groups that enhance their knowledge or content that they already know. So some of those groups can include science, writing, reading, math. We offer it all. And we also offer homeschooling services. We were birthed in the middle of the pandemic. This is work I've done for 13 years. I've been an educator for 13 years. I've taught in the public school, private, charter, and homeschool settings. I've taught in Ward 8 of Southeast DC to Potomac, Maryland. I've had the opportunity to work with hundreds of children. And one thing that I've noticed throughout my career is that every child I meet has a gift, every single one. No matter the socioeconomic background they come from, I always can find that gift. And my niche is to tap into their learning style. I have a learning style. All of you do. And the way I tap into that, I usually do a pre-assessment, and I really gain a great relationship and rapport with my students that I work with. I knew that I'm a leader at heart, and I knew that the school system was not for me anymore. And it was time for me to venture off and do more and try something new. And in addition to that, I need more coins. We all know that teachers are overworked and sometimes unappreciated. And I wanted to continue to use my gift of educating, but I wanted to do it on a much larger scale. I started with one homeschool family, and within about 90 days, I had 26 students all over the DMV, and that was just myself. Teaching children ages 2 through 11, service children ages 2 through 11. This summer, we will be offering etiquette and financial literacy classes to school-age children.
Wow.
You're surprised how many children leave high school and do not have knowledge of loans, credit card, credit card debt, utilization, the smallest things, but yet such a big deal actually in adulthood. In regards to finances, some children leave high school and don't know. Also, you will be surprised how many students I meet, and they're so gifted, and what keeps their gifts dormant is they haven't been exposed. A lot of children just need exposure. Every single person walking this earth has a gift. Everyone. Some people make it to adulthood and they never tap into that gift. And typically it's because of exposure or growing up, they were not exposed to certain things that would tap into that gift. And a lot of times it depends on the background or where they come from. I have some students, they're in tennis, Spanish, Mandarin, swimming, golf, and that's because their parents are able to provide those resources. And then I have my babies in Ward 8. You know, the most of knowledge, the best of their knowledge, they get it at school.
I'm 4'8" baby. I understand, sis.
Not necessarily at home. And my heart hurt when I was able to realize that. I come from a southern town in VA, and some of those things I was never exposed to, honestly, until I got to DC. And I saw some things that I knew were taking place in our youth, but to actually see it and experience it was eye-opening for me. So I am an educator at heart. I come from a family of educators. My mother, my sister, my grandfather was a principal. My uncle was a teacher. So it's instilled in me to educate and to help, but not necessarily in the school system. I want to do it on a much larger scale. So prolific learning was birthed. I stepped out on faith. It was not easy, but the reward has been amazing. I have established some amazing connections with some beautiful people all over the DMV. I stay very connected to my families and my parents. My mission is to change lives. Everybody I come in contact with, I want to leave a beautiful, a peaceful, a loving, a knowledgeable impression on. That is my goal in life, y'all. That is why I have been put here. I just happen to do it with the little people. I also have that gift with adults as well. If anyone would like to contact me, you are more than welcome. I have an inquiry form on my website, www.prolificlearning.org. There is an inquiry form. If you just have basic questions about education, your children, things you've noticed in school with your babies, please contact me. If you as an adult are feeling stagnant and maybe you need some encouragement, or you want to figure out how to tap into that gift and you haven't tapped into it, reach out to me. I will say this, learning your child's, I want to leave you all with this. Learning your child's learning style is very important. There are 4 learning styles. There's visual, where children learn through visual aids or seeing. There's auditory, children who, if you hear your child humming or constantly dancing, loves to make a lot of noise, they learn auditorily. There is kinesthetic. If your baby is jumping off of things and constantly doing flips and can't be still, I need you to either call Dakiya and sign your baby ballet, or put him or her in a sport, football, cheerleading, something where they're using their body. You are to a gift, I'm telling you. Reading and writing. If you have a child that's always writing or writing on walls with markers, or I don't know, always doodling, put them in an art class. They're showing you their gifts. If you watch their behaviors, you will be surprised that you will be at what you will see, and you're definitely tapping into a gift. And that's what we strive to do with prolific learning. Not only focus on academia, but also help children find their interest in their gifts. That's it.
I love that. Wow.
Before we could, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mocha Mima and the creative director for holding us down, putting these links and handles in the chat. Y'all are
sister, creative dreamer. That's my sister Ebony.
oh, sis. Oh, thank you, sis.
Yes.
Come through. So thank y'all for putting those in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. You're next. My Lord.
Yeah.
Here.